Those kicks, MP. Fans live for games like this one.
Then please text the word HEAT along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address the concern immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Miami Heat are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behaviors, such as fighting, throwing out, attempting to enter the...
Up next, the Heat taking on the Trailblazers. For the Miami Heat, the momentum has been in their favor. They've incurred only one loss in the last 6 games, putting the rest of the league on alert. Blazers, Heat on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Look at Cleveland. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, for the Heat, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Ayton is out there with Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Mitchell. A-Train is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
So Miami will get the first possession. And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
Time now to hand over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, no way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake. He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Here's A-Train. 33 points last game. That one falls. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now Henderson. Pass to Kamare. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Off target with his three. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the Blazers with the draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. And here's Avdia after the three-pointer from A-Train. Here's Henderson. A rebound by Mitchell. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's A-Train. Misses the three. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Portland moving the ball around. Kamare misses. The Heat leading by 4. Here's A-Train. 8 points for him. Off target from outside. And here's Avdia. With the teardrop and the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Hero kicks to Ware. Here's A-Train. He's as deadly a weapon as you're going to find in the league, an average of almost 35 points a game. Wow. Shot clock at 5. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Sharp, that's good.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers front office making things happen. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Miami with the ball, following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. And Sharp has it in the corner. Outside, Avdia. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's A-Train. 10 points for him. That one good for 2.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night. The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Heat have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Stan, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Spurs lit up the floor. He scored 33 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Found a way to impact the game in a number of ways. A terrific all-around effort. Evan?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Banton, still scoreless. Here's Thibault. Love grabs the board. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's A-Train. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that one misses. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second free throw. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Sharp. He's got 5. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Sharp's got 8.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so it's Shaedon Sharp making highlights for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Mitchell is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the center. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Banton. Last game we saw him score 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Both shots good from the stripe. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Now, here's Mitchell. Anderson outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Sharp on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Benton. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat trail by 3. Anderson outside. That shot missing. Walker with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And coach, this guy, Matisse Thybulle, he really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. He's off on the first. And Miami making a change here. Ware's checked in. No luck that time either.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell with the drive. It's tipped.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Launches it. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 3. Thybulle with the ball. No scoring in this one. Walker's shot is off. On the wing, Mitchell. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Trailblazers ball.
A different look for Miami. Caleb Martin comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And it's Tyler Hero in for Davion Mitchell. And Portland with a change here, too. Rupert's checked in. Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Klingon. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Outside, Martin. And he hits it to tie the game up. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Pass to Rupert. Here's the screen from the arc. Offensive rebound. Klingon. Second shot opportunity. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Banton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the basket by Rupert.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting to it.
Outside, Hero. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Attention fans, now on the court is your underdog. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time to get on your feet. The loud section gets free t-shirts. Welcome.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Your Miami visitors.
Now Henderson. Scoreless thus far. tipped. 4-on-3 break. Martin wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's A-Train. Portland making their last shot. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And here's Avdia. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Ayton a screen on Hero. Kicks to Avdia. The three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's A-Train. Trains the three-pointer. A-Train's got 20.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got a great handle.
And here's Avdia following the three from A-Train. Good on the three-point shot. Avdia's got his second bucket tonight.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Henderson dishes to Ayton. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And the Heat with some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. And it's Mitchell in for Tyler Hero. 24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Mitchell against Henderson. Here's A-Train. Oh, good on the triple. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Henderson for three. No good on that one. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by one. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
I've got a good idea of who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
That's why this is a democracy, Kenny. One person doesn't get to choose.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set,
says the Jet. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A-Train has been since...
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And it's the Heat with the ball. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. A-Train's got the first points of the second half here for the Heat. Pass to Kamare. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition. Not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Portland making their last shot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, A-Train.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
Pass to Sharp. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. A miss that time would have put him up. Miami's on 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. A-Train can't get it to drop. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. For the lead. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 5 points in the quarter.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Pass to A-Train. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. A-Train's got 29. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Henderson passes to Ayton. To the inside. Pomeroy. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The assist
Kamari's got the game tied up here for Portland. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Goes up on the wing, and another basket for Miami.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's A-Train, and the Heat, another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Sharp. After the three-pointer from A-Train, Sharp with it, out defended by Adebayo. Stolen by Hero. Has to Ware. Mitchell in the corner. Adebayo with a screen on Henderson. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Henderson. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Clock at 6. Here's Kamari. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
Yeah, some energy from Ayton there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. A different look now for Portland. Jabari Walker comes in for Avdia. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Scoot Henderson. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. They lead by 1. Anderson outside. Now here's Wiggins, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Anderson slams it in.
Nice unselfishness in the screen and roll. Wiggins demonstrating a willingness to get it to his teammates.
Outside, Walker. And a miss there on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Anderson passes to Jovic. Now Mitchell. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
Yeah, the Heat with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Sean. He's got 15. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Murray's checked in for Portland. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shaden Sharp.
Blazers substitution. Murray, Matisse Thybulle.
The Heat leading by 6. Mitchell with it. Got a hand on it. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Clock is at 3. Good work there as it goes. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Thybulle for 3. Jaquez with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Mitchell finds Anderson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Murray, the pass to Banton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And that one misses. Miami leading by 6. Here's Mitchell. Book it off the crossover. Mitchell's got 5.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Rupert. Thybulle on the wing. Jaquez defending. Here's Banton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Heat. Murray's checked in for the Trailblazers. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Heat leading by 8. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Hero. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's A-Train in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Heat making a change here. Ware's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Rupert's checked in. Here's Banton. Pass to Rupert. They set the pick. Beyond the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's A-Train. Off target. From the wing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Rupert. There's the three. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hero. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And Hero excels at that pull-up. It's a shot he has worked tirelessly on.
About a minute and a half through the... fourth quarter now. Now Klingon. Banton's shot is off. Pass to A-Train. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. There's the pick. Three-pointer. And it's Rupert missing. The Heat leading by 7. Stolen away. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And that game against Milwaukee, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Abdias checked in for the Trailblazers. And layup's good off the glass. Hero's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Pulls up on the wing. It's PropahYO with the rebound. Heat have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Another three that time. A beautiful shot from A-Train. A-Train's got 37. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.